Why do you advocate?
So why I advocate is because I think advocating is important, especially for people with disabilities, because they're in the minority group and they're always overlooked and thought of as incapable or inferior. And people with disabilities need to understand that they have the capacity to speak up for themselves. They are able to um, do things like work at a job, go to school, be able to vote and other things that non-disabled people have.
What is an example of a time when you advocated?
So a time I advocated is when in high school, so in my high school they had elevators, but what was interesting is they had a rule where um only students that were wheelchair users could use it, and then of course staff could use it and have like a special key to use the elevator. But my teachers and we didn't think that was very fair. So we went to the administration office and explained, we understand that these elevators need to be used by staff and people with wheelchairs, but I have a disability where it's very difficult for me to use stairs. So I have to use an elevator to get to places in the school where there's, um, to get to the first floor or to a higher floor. So and they gave a key to me, so I used the key for the elevator.
What does self-advocacy mean to you?
Self-advocacy to me means sticking up for yourself, knowing what your rights are, fighting for it, and even when people have doubts that you can advocate or something that you're advocating for isn't gonna, that no one's gonna hear you, that you don't listen to those people and you just kind of keep pushing and trying until people do hear you, and you get what you want and need. And that's just a very important thing for people to remember when self-advocating.
How long have you been advocating?
Um, so I started doing a program called Youth Leadership Forum for Partner for Youth with Disabilities, and that was back in summer of 2017. So I'd say about 5, 6 years now I've been doing self-advocacy. So I learned it at the same place at Youth Leadership Forum, and where we took courses and we had activities that were about self-advocacy and just again really teaching people with disabilities how important it is and that people with disabilities like do have the capacity to self-advocate. So yes.
What is your favorite part about self-advocacy?
I think really just teaching people to the importance of self-advocacy and again knowing their rights, and just what makes me happy is just seeing how like people realize that how important it really is and that they really want to practice self-advocacy.
What do you do for fun?
What do I do for fun? So I like to read books, do word search puzzles, watch documentaries, and take walks outside when weather permits.
What made you want to be a sales trainer?
What made me want to be a sales trainer is to have an opportunity to work with other people with disabilities and teach them different ways to self-advocate. And I found out about Sal's from a job coach, and she helped me go through the application process and did practice interviews with me.